Hi viewers, welcome to Boardmas online classes. Today we are learning very important topic, that is data sufficiency. So what is meaning of the data sufficiency? So how it is utilizes in our regular life? Why this topic is important in the competitive examination? So with that information, how to get the answers, we have to learn today. So data sufficiency means what? Sufficiency, insufficiency. There is only their answer. Sufficiency means what? Sufficiency is nothing but enough. Insufficient means what? Not enough. So if anybody person asks, if he asks where is Charminar, if he asks, then he says the Charminar is in India. Can we search with that information? Charminar is in India. We cannot search. That is why the first information what is given, that is not enough to search the Charminar in India. So that is why second answer if is given, the Charminar is in Hyderabad. Okay, it is very easy to find out in Hyderabad. If we ask anybody, or if in Hyderabad if we come, then automatically we can find out the Charminar in Hyderabad. So with this, what we are understanding, sufficient is nothing but in the question is what is given here. The question is asked where is Charminar. The answer first statement is what here? The first statement is in India. If in India means nothing but where we have to search, with that cannot get the answer. With the statement 2 is what? Charminar is in Hyderabad. The statement 2 only we get answer. So here, so sufficiency, insufficiency, here only answer is there. So not only like this, here is given all types of questions in the belongs to the arithmetic, belongs to the reasoning, belongs to the general life. All questions will be given here to find out the data sufficiency. So in the data sufficiency, here there is a given question. Here there is given a question. For that there is two statements will be given. In the two statements is what? First statement, if the only statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question, but 2 is not, then answer is 1. If only 2 statement is sufficient to answer the question, but 1 is not, then answer is 2. If the 2 statements first and second together is sufficient, neither sufficient by itself, then answer is 3. If the statement 1 and statement 2 are sufficient independently and separately, then answer is 4. Then the statement 1 and 2 are not sufficient, still more data is needed, then answer is 5. So here answer finding is, you have to say the answer is in Hyderabad, answer is in like this. No, you don't have to say answer. With the statements, first statement and with the second statement, you have to decide it is only one giving, or only two giving, or together giving, or independently giving, or not giving. With that only we have to decide the answer. That is why now I would like to introduce you this topic very clearly and interestingly. Okay, let us start. So first of all, you have to learn how to give the answers. So give answers like this. Give answers like this. 1. If only statement one is sufficient, to answer the question. Answer the question. But 2 is not. 2 is not. Okay. Number 2 answer. If statement, answer 2. If only statement 2 is sufficient to answer the question. Answer the question. But 1 is not. Answer 3. If both the statements together sufficient, but neither suffices by itself. So both the statements together sufficient, but neither sufficient by itself. Give answer 4. If both the statements sufficient independently and separately, independently and separately. Give answer 5. If both the statements are not sufficient, still more data is needed. Okay, so this is very important, friends. Now we have to know here how to give the answer is very important. So if you get the answer also you cannot able to recognize, then it is very difficult because we cannot able to answer the question. So here giving answer is important rather than how to answer the important. That is very, very important here. So for next, but here there are, once again I am repeating, here there will give the question. Further the two statements will be given. So to answer, when we are going to the answers, first if only statement 1 is sufficient, means in the two only one statement is sufficient, give answer 1. So nothing but 2 is not. Give answer 2. If only statement 2 is sufficient, but 1 is not. Give answer 3. So very, very important. That is why I am repeating this. Give answer 3. Both the statement 1 and 2 together sufficient. Neither suffices by itself. Independently is not sufficient. Neither suffices by itself. Then answer is 3. Okay. Give answer 4. If both the statement 1 and 2 are sufficient, independently and separately, and means with the first also we are getting answer, with the second also we are getting answer, then answer is what here? 4. So give answer 5. Both the statements 1 and 2 together are independently not sufficient, still more data is needed, then answer is 5. Sometimes here fifth conclusion answer will be given in the third place, third will be given in the fifth place, fourth will be given in the fifth place, fifth will be given in the fourth place. So depend upon the examiner mood and examiner. Sometimes first and second will be given in the fifth and fourth and fifth places also. But what is given, how to answer, we have to read in the instructions. Then with that only we have to solve the answer. Now let us start the exercise. So while you are starting exercise, first of all you have to be remember, once again I will give there also. Okay, now let us start the exercise. Question number 1. So question number 1. So what is the age of Gita? What is the age of Gita is given? Question mark. So what is the age of Gita? Whenever you ask, here you give the two conclusion. Number 1. So Gita is 5 years senior to Radha. Gita is 5 years senior to Radha. In the first statement is given Gita is 5 years senior to Radha. Now second statement is given after 3 years. Radha age will be so 18 years. After 3 years, Radha age will be 8 years is given. So with these two statements, this is the first statement 1, this is the statement 2, this is the question. So with the for the question, with first statement we are getting, or only second statement we are getting, together we are getting, together independently we are getting, or not getting. That is the main important here. Now, what is the age of Geeta if we ask? So first, Geeta is 5 years senior to Radha. With this, can we expect the answer? We cannot expect, because if you know the Radha age, then only there is a possible to get the Geeta age. Okay, na? No, there is no chance. So then after 3 years, Radha age will be 18 years. After 3 years, Radha age will be 18 years. Means after 3 years, after 3 years, Radha age is what year? Radha 18. Means present age is what? Present age of Radha. Present age of Radha is what year? 15 years. Okay, we got it. Present age of Radha, if we got 15 years with the second statement, if we add the first statement, Geeta is 5 years senior to Radha, then automatically Geeta present age is equal to present age is equal to 5 years senior. Therefore, 15 plus 5. So answer is what here? 20 years. What is our answer is? 20 years. Simple, very, very simple. So now, answer you need not to find out the 20 years. If you find out the answer will not be there in the 20 years. But with first statement we got answer, or with the second statement we got answer, or together we got answer, independently we got answer, or not got answer is the important. So we got the together. With first statement and second statement together we added, then we got the Geeta age. That is why here. What is our answer? So answer is equal to 3. 3 is nothing but what? First statement and second statement together sufficient. Neither sufficient by itself. Neither means independently you cannot get the answer. Together there is there. Whenever together is there, then only there is a chance to get the answer. Okay, na? Right. Now let us take the question number 2. Let us take the question number 2. So, how is Ravi related to? How is Ravi related to Shyam? How is Ravi related to Shyam? Here is the question is that how is Ravi related to Shyam Haskell? Okay, na? Now, statement 1. Statement 1 is, so Ravi and Ramu are sons of Shyam. Ravi and Ramu are sons of Shyam. Sons of Shyam. Second statement is, so Ravi is a clever boy. Ravi is a clever boy. Okay. Now, what is the answer? So directly you can decide it. So what is it? Here is asking the relation to the Ravi and Shyam. Ravi and Shyam. So here Ravi and Ramu are sons of Shyam. Means Shyam is the father. Ravi and Ramu, both are sons of Shyam. So nothing but here. Ask the question is what? How is Ravi related to Shyam? Is nothing but Ravi is what here? Son. So with first statement we are getting, or second statement we are getting with the first statement only. Second is not required. Here is not asking about the is clever boy or tall boy or short boy. Is not asking. What is question asked here? Relation asked. Relation is in the first statement only there. So that is why your answer is. What is our answer, please? Answer is 1. Answer is 1 because we are getting with the first statement. Answer is yes. Answer is 1. Whatever you can say. Now, let us take the question number 3. Question number 3. Okay. So, question number 3 is, how many students are there in the class? How many students are there in the class? How many students are there in the class? That's what we are asking. How many students are there in the class? First statement. Statement 1. 1. So, Ravi, okay. How many students are there in the class? Okay. So, Priya rank is 10th from the top. 10th from the top. 10th from the top. Priya rank is 10th from the top. Number 2. Statement 2. So, Priya rank is 15th from the last, down, bottom. Okay. Here is given Priya rank is 10th from the top. Here is given Priya rank is 15th from the bottom. So Priya same person is there. So from the top is given 10th rank, from the bottom is given 15th rank. This is the only Priya rank is only. This Priya rank when is given from the top as well as bottom. So we can simply add that 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 minus 1 is equal to 24. So how many students are there here? 24 students are there. How we are getting? With only first statement we are getting? No. Only second statement we are getting? No. With the together we are getting? Yes. Together we are getting. So our answer is what here? Answer is 3. First and second statement together sufficient. Not sufficient by individually, separately, independently. Okay. Now come to the question number 4. Question number 4. Okay. Question number 4. So when is Pawan Kalyan birthday? When is Pawan Kalyan birthday? Question mark. When is Pawan Kalyan birthday is asked. So with that, conclusion statements. Statement 1 is Pawan said my birthday is after 10th April before 15th April. So Pawan said my birthday is after 10th April before 15th April. Means next 10 to 15 my date of birth is there. Means either 11, 12, 13 or 14. Okay. So second statement. Statement 2. So Chiru said Pawan birthday is after 13th, after 12th April, but before 20th April. Okay. After 12th April or before 20th April. So both the statements are correct. So then when is the Pawan Kalyan birthday? So if you take this means that Pawan what is said here, both the 10th onwards means 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So with the information of the Pawan Kalyan, so after 10th, before 15th, after 10th, before 15th April. Okay. Means that maybe the 11th, maybe the 12th, maybe the 13th, maybe the 14th. So in the chances of 11, 12, 13 and 14. With the information of the Chiru, what he said, Chiru said Pawan birthday is after 12, means after 12, means 13, 14 or 15, means nothing, but there is no chance for the 15. Because 12th, 13th or 14th only, 13th or 14th, before 20th he said. So nothing but we should see compulsory 10th after 15th before, 10th after 15th before, 12th after 20th before. What other chances are there? 13th and 14th, both are chances. Both are choices are there. So that is why we cannot decide Pawan Kalyan birthday is only 13 or only percent. Means here some more information is required. So with the two statements we are not getting the answer. With the two statements not sufficient because some more information is required. Either 13th or 14th means what we have to ask is one more brother or his mother. We have to ask. Then still more data is needed. So our answer is what here? Answer is still more data and nothing but what here? 5 or E is the answer. Okay, na? You clearing? I think you definitely can clear it because myself is telling you very simple examples, regular examples. Now, answer is what here? 5. Still more data is needed. First statement, second statement, together not sufficient. Still more data is needed. Now come to the example number 5. Example number 5. Example number 5. So, what is the length of a train? What is the length of a train? Question mark. What is the length of a train? So, what is the length of a train asked? Then, first of all, statement 1. Statement 1. A train is moving, so 36 kmph. 36 kmph. Train is moving 36 kmph. And crossing a tree, 36 kmph. Okay, na? So, and crossing a tree in 10 seconds. Crossing a tree in 10 seconds. Okay. What is the length of the train asked? Cross a tree in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. Okay. Now, statement 2. Statement 2 is the train is going from Hyderabad to Tirupati. The train is going Hyderabad to Tirupati. So here you have to observe the question. What is asked? What is the length of the train? Length of the train is nothing. This is the arithmetic problem. Length of the train means nothing but when we are find out if a train crossing a tree, how much distance it has to travel? It has to cross its own length. It has to cross own length whenever crossing the tree. So tree crossing, train speed is required and also time is required. What is the speed is here? 36 kmph. What is the time is given? 10 seconds is given. So the speed we have to change it to meter per second because this is given in the second. Length of the train is equal to, okay, length is equal to what? Time into speed, or is equal to, what is time here? 10 seconds. Into speed is what? 36. Into 5 by 18 we have to do because we learn in the time and distance topic. 18 1 ja, 18 2 ja. 18 1 ja, 18 2 ja. 2 5 2 ja what here? 10. 10 into 10 is what here? 100 meters. So we got the answer 100 meters. So here answer will not be there in the options 100 meters. We got the answer. Or with the second statement with the help of the second statement or only first statement. With the first statement only we got the answer. Second statement is not necessary. So what is our answer here? Answer is 1 or A is the answer. I think you are clear, very clear about this. Now one more question. Question number next. In how many days? How many days A and B together? In how many days A and B together can finish their work? In how many days A and B together can finish their work? Statement 1. A is twice. So A is a hard worker. A is a hard worker. First statement. Second statement. Statement 2. So statement 2 is A and B can finish their work 10 and 15 days. 15 days respectively. A and B can finish their work 10 and 15 days respectively. So here you have to observe this. In how many days A and B together, we never asked the question. First statement, A is hard worker. Hard worker or not hard worker is not a criteria. In how many days they can finish ask. So first statement may not help us to answer the answer. Now come to the second statement. A can finish the work in 10 days. B can work in 15 days. Together is how much? A and B is whenever asked. A plus B is equal to shortcut formula A into B by A plus B. So nothing but 25. Equal to 5 5 ja, 5 3 ja, 5 1 ja, 5 2 ja, 2 3 ja, 6 days. So nothing but you need not to solve the answer. Just for the experience, nothing but fun. Understanding only I am explaining. Means without help of the first statement, with the second statement only you got the answer 6 days. Nothing but, so we don't do answer please. You are not, here is asked that you have to do answer. Just you can get the answer or not. First statement or second. So with the second statement you are getting the answer. What is our answer please? Answer is 2. Answer is 2. Okay. So these are the introduction and the statement data sufficiency with the help of the statements. Now I will give the exercise. Okay.